Hi everyone, Nicholas Lee here and welcome to day number 8 of the Duty to Sell challenge. Today I have something really exciting to share with you. It follows on from what we've worked on day 7. And as you can see from the screen right now, what you're going to learn today and the exercise you're going to do today will allow you to stop undercharging yourself. And the reason and the way you do that is by realizing the real value you provide to your clients, not today, not tomorrow, but in a year's time, in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time, and more. By understanding how deep your solution can add as value to your clients, the more you'll be able to understand how much more you could charge, and it could still be a bargain, a no-brainer deal for them. The goal for me for today is actually to help you see it first. The way to help your clients to understand it and to help them see the real value that you have will be explained slightly today, but it will be broken down in more detail in the other challenge that you may already have access to, called the Selling Without Script challenge. Okay, so again, I would suggest you do that next, but finish this challenge first, of course. So let's get into today's slides. Okay, so why you're undercharging and how to increase your prices with confidence. This is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, now here's the thing, right? Let's suppose, in my case, right, I help you guys to believe that it is your duty to sell. If you look at it from a very short-term perspective, this is something, that people would talk, well, you're just helping me with mindset. You're helping me just see the world differently. And in the short term, that could mean making one more deal, maybe 2 more deals, maybe, another £100, another 1,000. To be honest, in Ravinder's case, another £100,000 in 2 months' time. And it depending on what you're selling, what you're offering as a service, as a product, the value that you could offer on a short-term basis could vary, right? Between, let's say, £40 to £100 to £1,000. And, even if you're doing a £10,000, that's okay, but it's not that big of a number. The way you make that number bigger in terms of value, I'm not saying in terms of price, by the way, but in terms of value that you add to someone, is by extrapolating the impact that you have on them over the next 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 5 years, 10 years. Because here's the thing, if you're teaching someone any types of skill, like in our case here, I'm teaching you sales, you will be making more money in the next 12 months. That is a guarantee. But here's the thing, as you keep on getting better with the skills, as you keep on using the skills every single day for the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, the value that you're getting from me, from learning this skill, will just take to the next level. In the same way, let's say you're teaching self-defense. Over the next year, people will get value from you and be able to protect themselves. But as they grow, they will even deepen that understanding, and that means there will be situations that they never expected that will still protect them. Potentially, they are going to teach that to their children, to other people around them, so the value you provided to them now expands. In the same way, let's say, we use the idea of a hairdresser. The value that a hairdresser provides to someone is, a haircut today. But if it's for a wedding, the memories, the pictures that this person was able to create because of your work now has an expanded value over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Okay. Now, I do realize that maybe this is a new concept for some of you, and maybe it might be hard to grasp initially. So I'm going to give you some exercises to do in, of course, the dragon scales that we looked into yesterday on the basic level. Today and over the next 3 days or 4 days, we're going to go deeper into understanding the value you provide and expanding that value, and also looking at the problems you're solving and expanding the consequences of not taking action to solve those problems. Okay, so I'm going to go more into that. Now, I'm going to also show you how you could use AI to see more than what you may only see from your perspective. Like I said to you, if you've solved some challenges, if you've find some answers to your issues, and now they are not really any issue for you, you may take for granted the value that you bring to your clients. And AI, I would say, is a great way to do it. And remember, you've got support from the group. I'm going to be there to help you see the world slightly differently. Hopefully help you see the value that you bring, because most likely I would have never operated in your industry, but I'm sure I can show you other ways of looking at the value you provide to help you see how much more you're bringing to your clients. All right, so let's get into this exercise and I'll share with you more what we can do with that. Maybe at some point I might do a webinar or a Q&A session where we'll just go through a series of different businesses and I can kind of show you the way to look at this. As an exercise for yourself, I would actually suggest you even do this exercise for different businesses so you start to understand the principles, the concepts around this, so that it becomes second nature to you and you can see it everywhere. Okay, my whole goal again is to get your reticular activating system to see the blue around how much more value you can provide to someone over a period of time, even though you may just be selling a product or you may be offering a service that's done once. The value you provide can always be extrapolated to more months, weeks, years, which makes you more valuable than you may think today. Okay, cool. So let's dive into this right now. So again, as you may know, you should have access to the Dragon's Forge. If you don't know where to find it, again, it's on day number 4. I would suggest you just go and find it. Day number 4 here. And as we know, as usual, even today, I would suggest you go and do your Dragon's Eye exercise, because we're going to fill this in for our post for today. The Dragon's Vault, I'm going to keep giving you this feedback. Keep on adding more into here. Let's say today you do this Dragon Scales, or you've done it yesterday. That becomes an achievement. Things like, I now understand better the value I provide to my clients. Okay, the more you can build this and go back and read them, the more you'll realize how much more you've done in your own life. Okay, and like I said, it doesn't need to be only about business. It can also be about things in life, things you're achieving, because we're all growing, we're all doing things in life, so you can always share and put down here other things that you are improving, getting better at, or achieving with your children, with your partner, with yourself. So make sure you use this, and I hope in the next 30 days to 90 days, 100, you get a list at least of 100. I'm sure many of you will have more than 100. Feel free to keep adding them on and go through that list to find more of them. Okay. Now the Dragon Scales, day 7, we've done some of it, and the way I work, the way I teach is you can always go back and add more, because as you do it the first time, it's so new that you will not always know what to say, but as you go to bed, your mind will keep working on it, and when you come back and you read it again, you will see new paths, new patterns, new ways of seeing it, and that will give you more and better answers to write. So feel free to keep doing this work continuously. This is how you get better at anything. Again, it's around the whole concept of the reticular activating system. Right now, I'm showing you new things that maybe you've never thought of, never done before. The more you do them, the better you get at them. Okay. So today we're going to go into date number 8, extrapolating client success. Okay. The long-term impact awareness. Now, most people think of their value as a one-time transaction, right? You sell a product, you sell a service. For example, here I helped them lose 20 pounds. This might be what you thought you did. Or in my case, I've helped someone close a deal. And in the short term, that might look at just that deal is one thing, but over a long period of time, that impact goes into more things. Now, the analogy or the example I like to use is myself, where I've invested tens of thousands of pounds in different mentors and people that I've worked with. And I used to also sell programs and mentorship for 1 year. And the biggest question I get from people has always been, well, what is my return on investment over a 1 year period? Because the mentorship is for 1 year. People think they should get the return within 1 year. And I would say in my case, I do like to make sure people get at least 10 times the value in that year, or hopefully earlier than that. But what people don't realize is the value you're going to get from a mentorship or anything you buy in terms of services or programs or products, the value compounds over the next year, 2 years, 3 years. So for example, in my case, I paid £5,000 to join a mentorship about public speaking, and that was in 2015. From that mentorship, I've met so many great people, and one of them is one of my good friends now, where he became a mentor of mine, where we've done businesses together, where that £5,000 I've spent, I actually made £25,000 in the business we've built together, in addition to everything I've learned from him, to all of the networks, all of the people I've met from him, which now, 10 years later, is worth at least 10 times, if not 20, if not more than that. But the best part is, over the next 5, 10, 20 years, I'm still working with him, I'm still being part of his network, and everything else that's been built around it is worth a lot more than that £5,000 I invested 10 years ago. So hopefully that gives you an idea as to how much more you may be bringing to your clients for whatever price you're charging. And the goal for me is to, if you can see the expanded value you bring to them, your mind will not be scared to charge the right amount, and actually to help you stop undercharging yourself. Okay, because your belief around what you bring to people will be taken to the next level. Okay, so let's do this work right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use Ravinder again because it's the easiest one today to use. And I'll show you how you can use that in your own situations and how you can use AI to do this for you. Okay, so let me pause, let me write the answers, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I'll fill this in with, I've used Ravinder as one of my clients. My suggestion to you would be to do it for at least one of the ideal clients you used up here. If you want to be the best student in town, you would want to go on to client number 2, client number 3, client number 4. Like I said earlier, the more you can do this exercise, the clearer things will get for you. If you want to take it to the next level, I would say even look at what maybe some of your friends are doing. Look at what other businesses around you. So let's say the next time you go to a hair salon, you can look at what they're doing. Next time you go to someone selling cars, use the same idea and fill out those questions. This is how you get a deeper understanding as to what we are doing here, which will make things even easier long term for you to see those patterns, get those answers, and really believe that the value you bring is a lot more than you may think. Now, Feel free to read what I've said here and use it as a gauge, because I do understand this may be quite a hard exercise if you've never done it, or let's say not easy as an exercise if you've never thought this way, never done anything like this. But do not worry, this is normal because this is the first time you may have ever thought of it. This is what my suggestion as well with this challenge. And as you do more of my trainings and look at all of the things I share and work with me, come back to this challenge in 2 months' time, in every quarter, do it once, or every 6 months, do this challenge again, and you will see how much different you're looking at all of those questions, all of those exercises. You will have a deep understanding. You will potentially be in a different position, whether it's personally, business-wise, because I can promise you all of those things will compound, get stronger and stronger the more you do it. Okay. Now, because this is new to you, right, I thought I'll give you a very cool shortcut, which is you can use AI in terms of ChatGPT, Claude.ai, Gemini, Copilot, anything you've got that you want to use, and you want to use this prompt. You can improve the prompt if you want to, but this is the one I'm going to use and show you how it looks. So what I'm going to do this, I'm going to go on my ChatGPT. We're going to go in the new chat. And what we're going to have is I'm going to take Ravinder's situation. Okay, we're going to go copy, go to ChatGPT. We're going to paste it all here. And then we're going to go and find the answers that I've written here. We're going to paste it just below. And then you're going to find this. Okay, I'm currently figuring out the extrapolated value I bring to my clients for a period of time. Can you use the information above and everything you know about me? Copy. And we're going to put that down here. And as you put all of those, you just click on enter. And let's the AI do its thing for you. Okay. So let's quickly read through this. This is a very important exercise because you're really doing here shifting from I help her to make 12K. It's also going to give you some more ways of thinking about it, which I think is the most important thing, which is how you think about things rather than just copying what I do without even challenging what I'm saying or without taking the time to understand why it works. 2, I permanently change her earning capacity, identity, time freedom, family trajectory. Okay. So as you can see, step 1, immediate tangible value. So it gives you the information. Make sure you give as much detail and data you can. So in this case, we can see, okay. Yeah. Again, I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but what I could do, I could share this, but okay, you can just go through this and pause and read through what it says here. Okay, because I want to save you time from reading it all myself, right? But I'm pretty sure it's going to give you something really cool in terms of the answer, and I would say do it for yourself. There you go. She's no longer stressed before sales conversation. She's calm. She's competent. Influences her children better. Okay. This is not skill acquisition, it's identity installation. Earning flow permanently increases. Okay. Now 5-year projection. It's giving you a 5-year projection. It's showing you the real hidden value as well. Okay. What you actually sell. Okay. You don't sell tips. Closing. See, this is me. This is ChatGPT knowing more about me, by the way. So the more ChatGPT knows about you and how you work and what you do, and maybe I might do a training about how you can use ChatGPT so it knows everything about what you do, how you work, and therefore it can give you even deeper help or deeper answers like this is doing here. Okay. Okay. So you can pause and go through this, right? Now, the other key thing you could also do is ask another question. Can you also give me 3 more questions that will allow you to get an even clearer vision of the value I provide to my client? Okay, so you could try that as an additional question or prompt, and it will allow you to kind of give more answers. Okay, so things like, there you go, what opportunities exist now that literally didn't exist before. So I'm going to leave that to you, just because every industry is slightly different, so I won't be able to cover everything. However, the answers that you get, oh, by the way, let me just show you, because I've write the answer here, what you would want to do is ask ChatGPT. So based on the initial answers you gave me earlier, can you give me a concise paragraph of the extrapolated value I provide to my clients? This is because I want to share this with my community so I can get more feedback and inspire others to also see the value they bring to their clients. Okay, so I'm going to also put this as an additional prompt. Hopefully that helps you to get more from this. But if you click on enter, so there you go. I'm going to now just copy and paste this. And if you want, then you can put that in here. I'm going to call it prompt number 1. I'm going to call this one prompt number 2. Okay. All right, cool. So that's it. The next thing is what I would suggest you do. You can actually copy the whole of this if you want to. What I would say, maybe if you focus on using this one, that will help you. If you do more of them, I would say feel free to add to the group. Now, if we go to our tracker, we're going to click on those buttons now. Click on Watch Training 8. Do your Dragon's Eye. Okay, and then you can click that. The extraction exercise, we're going to do that as well. I might just call it the Dragon Scales Day 7. The Dragon Scales Day 8. So it's going to be clearer. Now what we're going to do, if you come to the classroom again, you're going to see that I've put a post, and here what we're going to do, we're going to come down here and literally put your answer. But what I would say, let me change it quickly. Okay, so like I said, you come to date number 8 for this one, and you click on the one that says the Dragon Scales Day 8. Open that one, and if you go in the comment, I would say you go to your Dragon Scales, you find the answers here, if you've done that. If you don't want to do this, that's okay as well. You can also take all of those things from here and just copy and paste it in there. But to keep it simple, I'm just going to go here, Control C. I'm now going to put that in the comments here. I'm going to like this one and comment. Okay, so that's you doing this part. Then the second part of course, doing the tracker is what we've been doing for the past few days. You highlight the whole of this. Control C, and then you go to comment below. Number 8. So you completed this, yes. You posted that, yes. Okay, now if you do the dragon's eye, I'm going to do that quickly and post it here. Okay, so I'm going to put my 5 good things for the day here. Change the name to my name. Okay, Nicholas Lee. I'm going to add the ahas. Okay, so we've got the free ahas, the free wins. And again, guys, if you can't find free ahas right now, that's okay. Remember, the ahas are what you've learned today, or whether it's with the challenge, whether it's in your own life, whether it's other things you're learning. If you put that here, that will inspire others, that will inspire yourself. The wins, again, it could be anything. Maybe you've closed one more deal today. Maybe you've had an additional conversation. Or actually, I need to put that here. Had a great conversation. Great possible acquisition. Business. Okay. So you put the wins here. Do put your name in here. Okay. And then we're going to do the screenshot tracker. So we're going to click on those two because I know I'm going to do them. So we're going to do a screenshot of this. Hopefully that works. Yep. And then you're going to come down, come here, Control V. And it's come down here. We're going to find the link. I think here you may need to change it to anyone with the link as a viewer, and then copy the link. Click here, find the link here, and put it down there. Oops. Highlight the whole thing. Link, and we're going to comment. Okay. Okay. Now, once that's ready, you can go and find your own comment, and we're going to now post those in the different sections. So the trick with this is, I would say, you go to the community, you right click, open on your new tab, so it comes down here, so you have both of them open at the same time. Okay. Now we've already copied, so we're going to come down to the community post. Here you have this top end, Control X, put in the title. You've got this. Now you want to put this in the dragon's eye, and yeah, that's it. Okay, now if you go back, you're going to take the ahas. We're going to do the same. We're going to do comment here and Control, put that in the ahas. You put that in the ahas and post. And then the last one, find this and put that here. So hopefully this makes it a bit easier and faster to do. But like I said, this is so important to share your wins, your ahas, because everyone will benefit from it. I will have a clearer idea as to where you are in your understanding as to what I'm teaching, what I'm sharing, so I can make my training better, but also I can create new training that would really kind of fill out some gaps. As I'm doing those videos myself, I realized that one of the key things that people will struggle with is that we are all in different industries. People have different problems, different values. So the more feedback you can give me, the better I can make those. And if you do want to have like a Q&A, which we're going to have a Q&A for sure, but if you want to have a specific training where we go through a series of different businesses and maybe everyone brings their own business and we go through those exercises together, I think we're all going to benefit from it. All right. So that's it from me. Day number 8 done, and I'll speak to you later.